This is too close. It's not nice. Hello guys. What was that accent? Welcome back to my channel. You already know what's going down in today's video. You've already seen the thumbnail. You've already seen the name. If you follow me on Instagram, you've already seen the look. It's out there on my page. But obviously, I wanted to do a video for you on this look. So let's get started, shall we? I'm just putting on my Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme in Strawberry Kiss. These do actually plump your lips, but it doesn't last for more than 5 minutes. But I do like how it feels on my lips. That's why I wear it. And also because I want big lips. I'm going to take the Milk Hydrogrip Primer. I have a story to tell you about this primer. I bought this back in March 2020 in Sephora when I was in Canada. I came home and it wasn't working. The pump was not working. I pulled it apart, everything. Nothing was working. Like a month ago, I just was about to bin it and it started working. Can you believe it? That's my story. I'm just rubbing this in. That's the grip of the primer. It's called Hydrogrip. It is hydrating and it does grip. Look at that. As always, I'm going to take my Livetinted Huestick in the shade Rise and corners of the mouth. I'm going to be using black eyeshadow, and for a lot of people that'll mean they'd want to do their eyes first, but nothing stops me. I'm not doing my eyes first for anybody. I want a really hydrating wet foundation today. My Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation. It's the Luminous foundation. This is in the shade 450C. And 1 pump, 2 pump, and 3 pump. Yes, I'm using a dirty brush, but don't worry about it because life's a bit crazy at the moment, you know. I do feel like the primer can make a lot of my foundations a bit semi-matte. So that's why I wanted to use something really wet. I just realised this is dripping onto my lip. I'm just thinking disco vibes today. I'm just pressing it in. I want maximum coverage. I'm going to be taking another Milk product. This is the Matte Bronzer Stick and this is in the shade Blaze. And I'm going to blend it. For the nose area, I just like to just go really roughly down the sides with the same brush. It's just for a bit of dimension, you know? Okay, it's time for concealer, and I'm going to be taking my Collection Lasting Perfection concealer in the shade Praline. This is such a nice concealer. I know this seems like a lot of concealer, but I can handle it. I want to blend out my nose first because I don't want that to stick. So I kind of blend it a little bit, but not too much. Then I just get the same brush that I used for the sides and just soften the edge. And now I'm going to blend these areas out, blend out my under eyes. You guys know I like a bright under eye. I take it onto my top lip, a little bit around my mouth. That bronzer brush comes in really handy because I again just go in and I blend the sides. For the cheeks, I just want to keep it kind of neutral. So I'm going to be using my Glossier Cloud Paint, and this is in the shade Storm. It's like a deep red. It's just for a bit of colour. Honestly, a little bit of this blush goes a long way. I am just very heavy-handed and I like to use lots of product. So that's how I apply it, but really you don't need this much. Today I'm going to use a different powder to set my under eyes. I'm going to be using the Makeup Revolution Luxury Powder. This is the Banana shade. This is a really good powder and it's affordable. It's pretty much the same colour as the Laura Mercier translucent powder in Honey. And I just go under my eyes. I used to struggle with a lot of loose powders because back in the day I used to apply them with a brush and they just weren't sitting right under my eyes, especially since I have dry skin and seasonal kind of eczema. At the moment I have eczema underneath my eyes and a little bit on my lid, but mainly underneath my eyes. So I just tried it out with a damp sponge and it just melted into my skin and it didn't feel like I was wearing a lot. Okay, so that is my skin done. I've kind of gone off of highlighter recently, I'm not entirely sure why. So I am going to start off with a black base. I'm going to be using my PLouise Badda black base. And so I'm just going to spread it out. Same thing on the other eye. Just going to blend the edges out. Okay, before I carry on, I do just want to put some black pencil into my waterline right now because I just don't like that I can see like flesh tone there. I just want it all black. This is the PIXI Endless Silky Eye Pencil in black. I'm now going to take the Makeup by Mario palette that I used in my last video and I'm going to take this black shade here. Slowly build it up. The shadows in this palette don't have any fallout and to be honest that's what I need right now. If I had picked an eyeshadow that had a lot of fallout, it would have been all over my face and then you literally would have been shouting at the screen like, you should have done your eyes first. The PLouise base is nice, but it definitely needs a black eyeshadow on top. It's not the blackest pigment. I'm going to take this shade from the palette now. It's like a brownie orange. It's like a tan shade. I'm going to really softly apply it on the edge of the black. Okay, so I just blended in some black eyeshadow to my lower lash as well, and now it's time to go on to the green eyeshadow, which is the exciting part. I'm going to take my Kat Von D Metal Crush eyeshadow in the shade IGGY, then I'm going to go on top of it with Mineralise eyeshadow from MAC. This is in the shade Smutty Green. That's what it looks like. These are actually discontinued, but all you really need is like a dark sparkly green. So I'm just placing it into the middle of my lid. The PLouise base is still kind of sticky, which is great. So I'm just patting it on. Okay, so the first green shade is down and this looks so bright and I like it like this, but this isn't the look I was going for. I want it to just be a little bit deeper. So I'm now going to go on top with the darker green. Can you see how it's just toned down the first green shadow? and there is so much sparkle in this. I'm going to take that green eyeshadow and I'm also just going to smudge it onto my lower lash line because now I think I want a bit of sparkle on it. I'm going to go in with some mascara now, as usual, some Maybelline Lash Sensational mascara. And I'm going to be putting on some lashes too. Okay, so I just applied some lashes. I applied my favourite lashes. These are from the brand Girlz on Tour, and these are the OTW set. I think that's what it is, the OTW set. Now onto the lips. I'm going to do a nude glossy lip. I'm going to take my Rimmel Lasting Finish pencil in Brownie Pie. I love this pencil. And I'm going to line my lips. Okay, so normally I overdraw my top lip, but my friends are on my case about how I should embrace my natural Cupid's bow. So today, that's what I'm going to do. That looks so weird. So I've lined my lips and it feels so weird to not have a really rounded Cupid's bow. Look at that. What is that? Anyway, it doesn't matter. I am going to now take my Morphe lip gloss in the shade Chill. It's super nude, so I'm going to put this on top. Okay guys, so the look is complete. The eye turned out better than what I had envisioned because I had initially wanted to go for more of a black and emerald spotlight, but it just got out of hand because the green turned out to be such a gorgeous combination with the black that I just ended up putting it everywhere. But I think it turned out really nice, and I think there's something so nice about putting colours on top of black. Even though this shade is discontinued, any bottle green would look gorgeous on top of a black eyeshadow. But thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, the whole shebang. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I'm over there constantly posting so you can see how I create some other looks too. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!